I didn't see you guys there. Hello, and welcome back to my channel, Books with Tiffy, Bibliophile. It's still a mouthful, but it's fine. We're good. I am going to be doing a 72-hour readathon. Yeah, 72. I had to double check my math. Readathon from today, Friday, into Saturday. So 3 days. It'll be fun. I try to vlog the whole thing. I am also buddy reading, well, not buddy reading, but doing this vlog with another friend over on Instagram. Her name is Madison. I will leave her channel down below, so definitely go check her out if you haven't already. She's fantastic. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the books that I'm hopefully going to try to be reading. Not sure if I will get through all of these, but your girl can help. Your girl can help. Okay, as I mentioned before, I am doing a 72-hour readathon, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and go over these books that I want to try to get into. I didn't want the beginning to be yay long, so we split it up because that's what I do. And we got this lovely stack. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to get through all of these in 3 days, maybe half of them, because some I'm halfway through, some I'm not, so there's that. So, let's go. I would really like to try and finish Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. The name is tricky, but I don't want to get too much into it. It's just basically Shadow and Bone series. I've been on this forever. There's like really no excuse. It's just I want to get it done before next year. That's it. That's just it. So we're gonna move on from that. Another one I'm in the middle of is Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Maniscalco. Now, if you know Kingdom of the Wicked, then you know the stories. It's just, the way with Wrath and Amelia, I'm not even sure that this is considered YA anymore if you've read it. You know exactly what I'm talking about, because there are some scenes that I'm just like, get me the smut. Just get me the smut. That's all I ask. But, whew. But that part in here, that's what I'm saying, is like, I don't think it's YA anymore. I mean, I'm not mad about the smut. I'll take the smut whenever I get it, but whew, it's hot in the air. Anyway, the other one I'm somewhat started and need to get through more is The Maze Cutter by James Dashner. It's a world to The Maze Runner. This is like 73 years after the death cure, and I want to know what happened to Thomas and if he had any little offsprings. Like, your girl just wants to know about that, even though it sounds weird, but I promise you it's not. And there's also The Crank Place. Is it The Crank Place? No, The Crank Palace. Something like that. It's before this book, so yes. And another one I found from the library is called The City of Lakes by Jenny Mullen. I just like the cover, to be honest. Alright. A compulsively entertaining and unforgettable stature of the seductive allure of social media as well as an unsettling portrait of female relationships, motherhood, and our picks, or it didn't happen culture. The story centers on Megan Chernoff, a talented but unemployed copywriter in an identity crisis after the birth of her second child. Seeking a fresh start, she and her family move to New York City, where she meets Daphne Cole, a gorgeous, stylish, well-known mom influencer. To Meg's surprise and delight, Daphne shows an incoordinate amount of interest in Meg, showering her with compliments, attention, gifts, and all the perks that come with having a massive digital platform. And that's all I really want to know about this one. And it's super short, like this one is, so I should be able to get these done fairly soon. And then I found another book that looked very interesting. The cover had me. And it is called Mother Thing by Annalise Hallgrass. I'm sorry if I completely butchered that, but I probably did. She's dead in the basement, and she's refusing to leave. When Ralph and Abby Lamb move in with Ralph's mother, Laura, Abby hopes it's just what she and her mother-in-law need to finally connect. After a traumatic childhood, Abby is desperate for a mother figure, especially now that she and Ralph are trying to become parents themselves. Ooh la la. Abby just has so much love to give to Ralph, to Laura, and to Mrs. Bondi, her favorite resident at the long-term care home where she works. But Laura isn't interested in bonding with her daughter-in-law. She's venomous and cruel, especially to Abby, and life with her is hellish. And that's all I want to know about that. And like I said, look at this cover. Like, oh, it's so stunning. I love it. I'm weird like that. Like odd covers. It's fine. The next one I want to get a little bit into is called I Am the Girl by Courtney Summers. Again, don't know a whole lot about this one either. All we know is when a 16-year-old Georgia Abbas discovers the dead body of a 13-year-old Ashley James, she teams up with Ashley's older sister Nora to find and bring the killer to justice before he strikes again. But their investigation throws Georgia into a world of unimaginable privilege and wealth without consequences or consents. And as Ashley's killer closes in, Georgia will discover that when money, power, and beauty rule, it might not be a matter of who is guilty, but who is guiltiest. That sounds glorious. And then I have volume 6 of Monstrous. I really like this graphic novel. Like, oh, like the artwork is just, I like it. See the, it's just, oh, I love it. Basically, it's about a girl who is trying to find her mom to see where she began with, and then she meets these people along the way. She meets this little fox girl. I love this little fox girl. She is like so sweet, so young, so innocent. Don't know who you can trust and who you should be friends with, but she likes our main character here. It's been a while, so I can't remember her name. Pippa is the fox. The girl, I know her name starts with an M. And it's gonna take forever just to try to find her name. All I know is that it starts with an M, and I don't feel like digging through to try to find it, but once I get reading into it and find it. Oh, I found it right here. Her name is Micah, and she is a half wolf. That's what it is. Thank you, back. Should have looked on the back. Anyway, yeah, she's basically about this half wolf who goes on adventures, and she is trying to figure out who she could trust, who she can't. And she has some friends, like the little fox girl, Pippa. I believe her name's... No, not Pippa. Kippa. It sounds so close. So similar. Anyway, there's that. And there's another little... There's this cat who... He just can't be trusted. He really can't. He's horrible. But yet he goes along with the adventures with them since the beginning of the series. Probably all the way up till the end. I haven't read this one yet. But I have this one, and then I have volume 7 that I need to get to, and then I'm done with the series until it releases more books. So there's that. So that is all I'm hoping to try to read for the next 3 days. We got this. So anyway, that is all I got for right now. I'm gonna go put this video together and jump into my reading. So I will talk to you guys sometime tomorrow. Goodbye.
For all you know, you could be killing me. Or you're just messing with me. Either way, the Lord doesn't say anything about exceptions to the cure.
The lore. Hunters. Men of letters.
Hi. Hello. Welcome back. It is Friday night. I managed to finish one audiobook I will try to put up here. It was You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty by Akwaeke MZ. And that one was really good. Like, I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And it's just basically about a young woman who's seeking joy while healing from loss. And then it's been 5 years since the accident, and then it just goes from there. She has her best friend, and then she slowly meets a couple of guys, and then one of the guys, she ends up falling for his father. I'll let that sink in. But other than that, it was really good. I enjoyed it, as I said. So there's that fun detail. And I'm also on audio listening to Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. So far, I really like this. It's set in the same world as these Violet's Delights, because it's going after Juliet's cousin Rosalind, who she's different. She can't necessarily die unless if it's poisoned, and she doesn't really sleep either. So there's a story in with that, but I don't want to give too many details away in case if you haven't read this book yet, but it is super good as well. Loving it. I'm like 72% of the way through, so I'm fairly close to being done with this as well. So perfect to add into the 72-hour readathon. So yes, And then I did make some progress with the maze cutter. I thought I was up to chapter 3, but it's actually chapter 2. It has these weird little numbers in there that I thought were kind of like chapters, and until I finally got it, and I was like, that's what that is. So there's that. So this is still good. So yes, we're loving the books so far. I need to get more into Kingdom of the Feared, and then Siege of the Storm, and then these other lovely books, plus the graphic novel. So these I haven't yet touched, but I'm hoping to still soon, either late tonight or early tomorrow. We shall see, or later tonight, we don't know. But I did I did include a reading clip as well, so I like doing that from time to time because it's fun, and why the heck not? So there's that. Alright, that is all I have for the updates as of this momento. So I got tonight and tomorrow night until 9:45. So I will catch you all later tonight to give another update, and then a couple final updates tomorrow, and hopefully we've read a lot more, because this is kind of fun. So there's that, and yes, alright, I'll catch y'all later on the flip side. Bye.
Sheldon, what do you think?
Very well. I'm on board.
Seriously?
Yes, I accept this 5-week mission to share a living space with my girlfriend.
This is so exciting.
Well, now don't be surprised if, like Star Trek, it's canceled in 3.
I have to say, I am happy with your OBGYN.
Cool, because she says you're doing a great job as weird friend who doesn't have to be at every appointment.
I'm good enough for you. Only happy if you're happy for me. Dying every second you ignore me. Now all my self-worth depends on you. When did I become so desperate? When did I?
That's a great deal to process. It's only for 5 weeks.
Let me appeal to the scientist in you. Given the 5-week end date, isn't it the perfect opportunity to consider this an experiment and collect data on our compatibility?
Don't try luring me in with sexy talk.
Okay, Star Trek the original series. The Enterprise was on a 5-year mission to explore new worlds. Think of this as your personal 5-week mission to do the same.
Oh, you want to lure me in with sexy talk, that's how you do it.
Okay, why don't you go...
Hi guys, welcome back. It's a late Saturday night. It is time for my cutoff. It's about close to 10 o'clock now. But anyway, I have finished 3 of my somewhat books that I was hoping to read. Some I did get started, some I gotten a little bit into. Haven't quite finished, but I have the rest of this week to get some of them done, and I'll probably be doing another one of these 3-day things, maybe starting, well, I can go longer than the 3 days actually. I could start from Tuesday night, covered my face, start from Tuesday night, maybe go until Sunday or something, and maybe vlog that. I don't know, it's a possibility. Not saying it's gonna happen, but it might happen. So I guess keep an eye out for that, or maybe I'll do another fun 72-hour readathon again from the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then maybe do another fun like 24-hour readathon, because I like to do those. It's just many possibilities are up in the air. We don't know what that was, but we're rolling with it. Anywho, First off, I finished 2 audiobooks. One I mentioned in the beginning, back in the beginning of the vlog, is You Made a Fool Death by Your Beauty. That one was really good. That was like a 4.5 star read for me. It was about this girl named Faye who lost her husband in a tragic way, and she had her best friend Joy who was there for her, and she slowly got back out into the dating world again. She hooked up with a few guys, and then she met another new guy that was in the friend group. It was weird. It's weird to explain, but that's how it went. But she ended up going on vacation with this dude, and then she ended up meeting his father. Now, slowly, she starts to fall for this guy's father, even though this dude is old enough to be her dad. Like, yikes. I don't know, but, I mean, I still liked it overall. It's just, I wasn't too crazy about that situation, so, there was that. Minus from that, I did finish File Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. Like I said before, this is into the same world as these Violet Delights. It's very different, of course. It's just following Juliet's cousin, Rosalinda. And basically all we know about Rosalinda is that she cannot die. I mean, she can be poisoned, but it won't necessarily kill her. She still comes back because back in the olden days, like 4 years ago, there was like a strange experiment that saved her, which is why she can't die and she doesn't sleep. And so she's also a spy, kind of like an assassin. She doesn't necessarily kill people. Well, but she wouldn't be an assassin. But they claim that she's an assassin. So there's that. That's about what I know from what I've listened to. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I want book 2 in my hands, like, today. Or this year. Or sometime soon. Because I want to know what happens to Rosalind and Orion and his sister. Oh my goodness, that ending, like, what was that? If you've read this, if you know the ending I'm talking about, what in the world was that? That was mind-blowing, like, what? Anyway, there's that. And I did read a little bit more into the Kingdom of the Feared. I just left it back on my bed a little further. I don't feel like grabbing it, but I did read a little bit of that. I got up to chapter 17, so not too far. So there's that. Like I said, some of the scenes in that book are still spicy. Like, I'm not even sure if it's considered YA anymore. Like, the first 2, yes. The third book, I question you. I question you with a passion. Like, no, that's not YA. I mean, granted, I don't know what teenagers are thinking about nowadays, but oof, if they want some spicy scenes, you could get into the book world easily, but control yourself. That's all I got. And another book I got into was the graphic novel of Monstrous, which is the volume 6. I finally finished this, so I can jump into volume 7 that I have checked out from the library and get it back by Wednesday. So we're doing really good with books. Like, I just got up to 139. That is what number I'm at for the year. Like, let that sink in, because we're getting closer to December, and I'm almost to my goal, which is 150, and I'm 6 books ahead of that schedule. Bro. Don't get me started, because then I don't want to stop. Alright, I did read a little bit into the Maze Cutter. At the very beginning, I got up to, like, chapter 2, I'm on page 18. I will definitely read more into this soon, because it's also got to be returned soon, because it's obviously not my copy. but one day it will be. But for now, we're reading the library's copy, and look how short this book is. It is so good, and learning about the other new kids and the mace cutter after what happened in the death cure. Just, your girl needs answers, and old man Frying Pan is still hanging out and cooking. Like, what? Nah. And then the other book I did start a little bit into is The City of Lights by Jenny Mullen. So far, I'm really liking this one as well. I made it up to chapter 5. I haven't started chapter 5, but that's as far as I made it. Again, it's another little short book, so I could probably finish this one. Maybe that one. Maybe later this week. So, there's those options. So, let me know if you have read any of these books that I've gushed about, because your girl just loves gushing about books, because that is what this channel basically is. So, if you're new here, hi, hello. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let me know what your favorite book so far of the year is, if you have one. Or if you've read any of these books, please let me know down in the comments, because I would like to know. And maybe create a little chat. And yeah, that's pretty much all your girl has for right now. And I will hopefully see you guys very soon with another video. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the day or night wherever you are. And hope you have a good holidays. And we'll see you soon. Bye.